Welcome to the NEPA Scene Podcast. We're coming to you live from Cole Creative in downtown Wilkes-Barre. I'm Rich Howells, the founder and editor of NEPA Scene.
And I'm John Popko. I work for Time Shamrock Communications with Rock 107, ESPN Radio, and Alt 92.1. And I am also the Saturday night host of Alt Natives on Alt 92.1, a show that Frank thinks no one listens to. So thank you very much for that.
It was a mouthful.
But hey, you know what? At the very least, NEPA Scene has an editor, unlike some other publications that think they can run without an editor, which is really fucking stupid. We're going to say lots of stuff that gets us in trouble here tonight because we're here with Vinnie Archer, Frank Lombardo, and Matt Kester. Now, the Vinnie and Frank own the V Spot in Scranton, for those who do not know. And Matt Kester is a drummer for bands like Nowhere Slow, the V Spot sound engineer, and the owner of live audio company Matt Kester Productions. So we're going to have a few drinks, probably a few too many, and we're going to talk about what it takes to run this successful small business.
I don't want to talk about that.
We're going to talk about whatever Vinnie wants to talk about, because he pays some of our bills now. I'm kidding. The bar's role in the local music scene, booking the right acts, their ads, which some you were listening to earlier if you were just tuned in now, and more. So please join our conversation. We would love to hear from you. You're part of this. So if you have any questions or comments for these gentlemen,
Let's get interactive, Rich.
anything you want to talk about at all, please leave them down below. We will get to them, no matter how raunchy or horrible they are. We're going to read them anyway, so it doesn't matter. You guys can go nuts. I know it's a dangerous thing to say on the internet, but we're going to do it. So please tune in for the full hour. We've got plenty of stuff to do, and we're going to have a little true and false segment show.
That sounds
which,
great.
which should be interesting. We got sound effects.
Yeah, this is for you.
We got fireball shots.
You
We've
get
got
that.
all kinds of crazy shit.
And then you get that one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What is this a fart? Ah, I like this one.
Now, this is for every time you think I'm going to say fuck.
Oh, so I'm just gonna be hitting this rap.
Yeah, it was my wife and my kids are watching. And my kids are small. They don't understand that word, nor do we say that word in our house.
That is the greatest part about our show is we are uncensored. We could say what we want to say. So I'm sure the comments are
There's
going to
more
be
farts
just as
than
uncensored.
that. You guys have more noises.
But before we get to the interview, we have some beers to crack open from Beer Boys, our other sponsor, who are right here in downtown Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, they're already jammed, as usual, on a Wednesday.
Of course.
He's pushing the fall stuff on us again, which I like, but I don't.
Pumpkins?
I'm all excited
Yeah,
for that.
fuck yourself, dude.
I'm a basic bitch. I will take that pumpkin shit any day.
We gave a Steg Pumpkin, the Jacko Traveler, which is also a pumpkin, and then Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Oh, nice. Okay. So which one are we starting with tonight?
Well, Matt wanted the
Steg,
Steg, right?
yeah.
Steg?
So
All
we'll
right.
go with that.
That Steg is fantastic.
That's got to be fresh.
It is.
It is.
I went a couple blocks.
Poured,
Right, a couple
yeah.
blocks over to
and just poured
Over there.
half hour ago.
Now, tonight
Don't-
is their
don't go too
glass
far. Don't
night
go too
over at
far.
Beer Boys.
Don't go too far.
So stop down for
That's
the
my hair
Firefly Sweet Tea Vodka
I
mixers
whip out my
in a
man
free
one.
16-ounce drinking jar, or you can get a free Firefly T-shirt. So
We don't have specials like that.
You don't have
Do
those
we?
big cans either.
Yeah. Someone's got the market covered.
well, these guys are up in Wilkes-Barre, and you know how people won't cross that.
Oh,
that
I don't
line,
even drive there.
You know,
I was Ubered here. I was scared of this town. So, that's
You drink my beer,
pumpkin.
yeah.
pass them down.
That's
I'm on
pumpkin.
keto. No beer for keto.
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. He's on a diet.
All right.
Well,
He's on
it's
a
more for
diet.
Give
us.
him a straw. Give him one of those. Give him one of those Mardi Gras
He didn't have
straws
a
over
cake
there.
on the way down here, but he's
Keto
on a diet.
Guido. It's the Keto Guido. Got that at the Jersey Shore.
So thank you to Beer Boys
Yeah.
for starting us
Thanks,
off
man.
tonight.
Shit.
Who wants some more? Who wants some more?
Is this
Yeah,
the?
that's the one I want. Don't
Yeah,
you drink
finish
that one. You can have
Give
all
some to
those.
Sam.
This is one of my favorite pumpkin beers, and it's made right here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
This is the Stegmeyer one?
Yeah. When I watched the Rick Gillette interview, I watched Rich pour beers.
I will never hear the end of that. The one time I'm like, I'm trying to answer people's questions, read off my questions, talk to him, listen and respond to him, and then pour
And the
beer
beer's
at the
foaming
same
all over
time.
the
There's only
table,
so many
yes.
things I could do at once. So,
I know. Is that on? Are we on?
Does anyone think that I'm not here to just referee between Vinnie and Frank? That's really my main purpose.
We have axes to grind. We're gonna take it out on the show.
It's coming.
well, we want to plug what you guys have going on this week too, and read it correctly.
We just told him.
Well, the commercial, like
Yeah.
5 times, looped it
Yeah.
5 times in a row.
So this week they have Riley Loftus tonight, Angelina on Thursday. The Boneflowers, University Drive, and James Barrett are playing an original local music showcase on Friday. Not to be confused with the Boner Flowers,
Which is Frank's favorite band, which I don't like to talk about when my kids are watching, but yeah.
And then Saturday, we have Tourniquet, which is a new Marilyn Manson tribute band from northeastern Pennsylvania. At least most of the members, I believe, are from here. And they've only played a few shows around here so far, so that's going to be great. And then DJ Huff is hosting karaoke on Sunday. And then our NEPA Scene Rising Talent Open Mic and Talent Contest is going to return with an adjusted, slightly new format on Tuesday, September 4th, and we're going to run for 12 weeks. So
Super excited.
Vinny's very nervous with that.
Yeah, can I get another beer? How does that happen? We just grab it?
you could,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
you could just grab them. Go for
And
it.
then Matt wants to drink all of the pumpkin. What else is there?
Well, that's another pumpkin.
It's all pumpkin.
Oh, it's all pumpkin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Here, Vinnie.
Yeah, this is, we're gentlemen.
I shouldn't. Did
Red bread.
you
I
take
have a
one?
beer, no.
All right. Well, I'll drink this one, I guess. You guys probably tampered with that one. All right.
So,
We'll pass this
Vinny,
along.
your wife is watching.
Carrie.
She's listening, so.
Carrie, Matt is not going to drink, and we're going to be safe on the ride home. And I want to tell you that.
I did not drive. I don't know.
I wish you were here. I'd like to get that out of the way.
And Joe Palumbo says, Vinny likes hearing himself talk with these ads.
Motherfucker. Where's my fart noise? That motherfucker. We're just going to leave this here.
Always undecided. One of our friends that we met at our open mic at the V Spots is one of
Kyle's awesome.
Oh, I
bunch
love
of
those
studs.
guys.
He called us a bunch of studs.
I love those guys.
You notice how much weight we lost, apparently.
Clearly.
And I notice there's not a lot of room for push-ups here in the studio.
Sure, right there.
But we are probably going to push this table. Sam, we'll be moving this at some point for some exercise. You know what I mean?
We are here actually to announce the weight loss challenge between Frank and Vinnie.
Frank
already started.
Way ahead of me.
It's
Way ahead of me. But I'll tell you what, I don't like to lose. I'll tell you that right now. So we're going to get done with whatever we have to get done.
So, we want to start out with kind of how the V Spot came about. You guys have been around for a while, and you know, so we'll start with Frank is the one who came across the building originally.
Correct.
So could you talk a little bit about that? And
Yeah,
how
I
you
bought the
crossed
building with 2 partners in 2007. It was vacant, and even in the 80s, I was going there when it was JD Crackers, always a music venue. So I tried to rent it out, had no luck, and then
You tried to rent it out?
I did. I tried to rent it out, and you showed up with someone to rent it,
Yeah.
and you got out of your Infinity car, and you said it wasn't yours, it was a lease, so you lied.
Are you still trying to sell that car?
No,
You
that's
can
No,
advertise
it's a
it right
different car.
here. Oh, okay.
So
That was a bad start.
The bar needed a lot of work, and I was not familiar with the bar at all, business at all. So he said he wasn't interested with that guy. So I asked my wife. I asked around about Vinny. I asked 2 people, and they said he was a good guy. So we met. And then after I found out, I said, "What did I get myself into?"
Are you still friends with those people?
Yeah. So I mean, we met in July of 2010. Put a corporation together real quick. Had no liquor license, no money, and we were open November 10th of 2010.
Yeah.
4 months later.
So it was
4
pretty
months
quick.
later, yep. And
It was quick.
Frank's
and-
good credit allowed us to get a loan from the bank to open up. Because I didn't have money to open up a bar, and the bar had nothing in it. The bar just had a bar, a floor, the walls, and there was and there was a stove.
Yeah, there was a stove.
There was a stove left over. Abe Lincoln used to get dinner out of it or something like that. And that's all we had.
It's still going.
And we're still using that
Changed
thing.
charcoal in it.
We're still using that thing. And that was and that was it. And
So we sat down with a budget of, I guess, $50,000 to get opened, and that's bare bones. That's coolers and kitchen stuff, and we spent that, and we went to get inspected, and they said the Ansel hood is no good. So we had no money for that. We had no money for the tap system.
the Ansel system was $1,000 a foot, so it was 10
What is
grand. Now we didn't. Ansel was like
smoke takes the.
In other words,
grease
okay.
anybody that has a restaurant, anyone that is cooking with a fryer. I mean, you don't have to have an Ansel system if you have a microwave or grill or something like that. But if you have a
Oil.
fryer, and you have to have an Ansel system, they charge $1,000 per foot, depending on what your setup is. And our setup was 10 foot, so we looked at each other and said, we need $10,000 more. And then our tap system was also out of date. And what was that? $7
Yeah,
grand.
it's like $7,000.
So after we bought TVs and paved our lot, painted the building, our inventory, we bought $5,000 worth of alcohol to get open. So we wanted to open up right. Me being a bartender, I knew kind of how it should be, but we didn't think it was going to cost over $50,000. So we did not have enough money.
No.
We didn't have enough money for opening day. And what else they hit us with?
Everything. We had to buy a fryer. We had no money.
We borrowed that from Cosmo Salerno, and we won't pay him back. He said we owe him for like eight years now. He's just trying to get that $1,000. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. But yeah, and that's what it was like. And Frank was, Frank was new at the bar thing, but he knew, he had intuition that that was gonna work. We all did. We didn't know it was gonna be. We didn't know we were going to be as popular. And when Frank says, "What do you think we'll do a week?" I said, "Well, we'll survive," And then
That wasn't me asking. That was the bank asking.
that's true because we did have to pay that $50,000 back. That's true.
So what's your background? You said you're just walking around with boats load of money and you wanted to buy a building?
What was the money? I was in construction, so I bought that building as a foreclosure, and I had the knowledge to fix it up
You see that, Sam?
cheap. And I also put the addition on the bar and the stage, without having to pay labor costs and all that.
Yeah.
But people don't understand about the bar. Vinny and myself didn't take a pay for 3 years.
Wow.
That's one thing people.
I did.
think. Yeah.
But
Well,
Frank didn't.
yeah,
he doesn't know. But
When
every chance I got it,
when
I
he
took
stuck to the
whatever I
bottom.
could.
But he just lived off of tips, and we put every dollar back into that bar. I mean, we always upgrade and advertise and keep pushing forward.
Was that a good answer to the question?
Well,
That was.
What was the question in the first place? I totally forgot.
It doesn't matter.
No.
What was the? Because I've been around the bar scene for a long time. It was good. And then 2008 came. We had that big fallout with the economy, and the bar business is not an easy business. Like, why a bar? Why a bar? Like,
Why do that? Oh, Frank's alcoholic. You know what I mean? And I like that in a person. You know what I mean? If I was gonna be a partner with
Don't get high on your own
totally
supply.
straight guy,
You learn that.
So he had that. Frank had the building and he wanted to make it a bar,
Yeah.
and it just
I just
he
wanted to pay
found
the
me.
taxes.
Right.
I want to pay the taxes and the mortgage.
He wanted the business to pay for the taxes that he had, and that's why it was a bar, because I was already a bartender. I started in 2000, and by the time he caught me, I was on my 11th year of bartending. So I said, yeah, what was I going to do? What was I going to do as a bartender? Just continue working all these hours, and I was getting elderly.
well, yeah. What's it like starting to be a bartender at age 50?
Yeah, he's still starting out.
Every day
That
like
puts
a
him at
new
67
adventure.
now, right?
Every day like a new adventure.
Great.
But it was
There's lots of push-ups, let me tell you.
of all the. You're gonna see. You're gonna see those push-ups in it.
I can't
Well,
wait.
maybe not this show. Maybe we'll see. But to stay on track, when Frank said, do you want to do a bar? I'm like, yeah, we can make this work. It ended up working in 2010 because it was a popular location. It used to be Crackers. That place was a super successful bar. A lot of people went there, all live music. So to take that venue and make it work, it just seemed like it was going to work. I never had any reservations if we were going to succeed. And succeeding meant able to pay, my mortgage and all that stuff. And we did. We pulled it off. It was a live music venue from the start. We made it a live music venue when we opened up, and people responded to that. So we're fortunate, or else, I could be driving, nothing wrong with driving Uber, but I could be, the best Uber driver that there ever was.
Sure.
You wouldn't invite me on the show. I was the best Uber driver that ever
You
was.
should get an Uber driver, just like some weirdo off the street.
Whoa!
I'm sure there's.
I don't
got
want to
some
hijack
stories.
this conversation, but Frank got an Uber home the other day.
I heard this story.
I know. You guys have a lot of questions, but I just kind of want to keep the theme jolly.
Sure.
Are these straight from the bar? These shot glasses?
He's
These are like legit.
Yeah.
They got to go back.
Yes, they have to go back.
These are legit.
They got to go back.
Their
These
initial.
are like $2 a piece. I'm very disappointed if these things get broken here. Sam,
That's a
Sam, you
hazard.
pay for that.
That one, you better throw that one away.
Yeah, that one's
No,
contaminated.
look at that right there. Look at that.
Chip
Someone's gonna
it in.
cut their mouth and sue you.
That was
Those
intentional.
250.
That was intentional. Let's stay on point. So, Uber is keeping people
Don't
partying.
all the way.
But it's an ounce. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. But to stay on point, you guys have questions,
I
stuff
hang
like
out
that.
with them a lot of days of the week. It's you just
Uber,
I see them on Mondays or Tuesdays whenever they decide to fucking come in.
we make it on
That's
time
almost over.
all the time.
Yeah.
If you say Uber again, they have to advertise on our.
I take it back. Anyway, Frank has a really funny Uber story
Okay.
from Sunday after we lost again at the wing contest. But did we really lose?
No, he's second and third.
Right.
Second in place.
What's losing
Okay.
anyway?
You're not first, you're last.
Tried to buy that shirt, Carrie, today. I did. But I didn't have it in my size. Chubby.
we have a lot of requests for you to take your shirt off, just so you know that.
Oh, I totally was waiting for that. Let me get one
We got
more.
a few more of these to go before we get to that
Yes.
part of the show. So
Yes.
make sure you stay tuned. For
That tattoo on my back.
for the
Everybody's-
shirts off and the
everybody should
push-up
see it.
contest. That's coming up soon.
No, we're good.
One arm
got-
push-up
we're good.
contest.
We're good.
I got mine.
What are you saying?
We're all good.
Oh, everybody got one? How many did
Yeah,
they bring?
everybody's got one.
There's not 7 people here?
No, there's
2, 4, 5.
5.
Go on, break another one, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. All right, here's to the V spot and all the people watching.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in.
Cheers. Thank you.
This is a bad idea.
Terrible.
So I want to end this. I want to put all the spotlight on Frank and about the proficiency of Uber.
Good one.
Uber just helps
nipples are hard.
bar owners get more people in there.
Cheers that.
Well, in this day and age, too, for a long time, I think and we've talked about this on the show a few times with some of the bands. The DUIs were just skyrocketing,
Big
and
money.
and exactly, they're making their money and they're meeting their quotas, even though they say they don't have a quota, even though we all know that they do in some form or another. So that obviously hurts the bar business in a big way. So I guess with Uber and Lyft and all those other companies out there, that probably helps quite a bit.
Yes.
Helps us
Yes.
big time at the end of the night. It's actually getting people to leave the bar though by 2:30 because some people just
Yeah, they just
call
wanna
it
hang
Uber at
around.
20 after 2. We're like, no, you got to get outside.
Right.
Get that Uber out there.
Yeah.
It's a drag. We'll get through it. Where were we? Did you see Matt Kester is here?
I did.
That's a professional sound man.
Yeah,
He
it's I mean, if you want how I'm tied into this mess, it's just
He's our
it's just
driver.
a tribute to
He's the Uber driver.
to Vinnie. Yes, I am their Uber driver. He one day calls me up and says, "I want to put lights in the bar." Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sure. I said. He's like, yeah, like shows me a video of Slayer playing, and they got all these lights.
Did you guys see that video?
I
of
want it
Slayer?
to look like this.
on the Late Show when they played. Did you guys see that video, Rain and Blood? No. It's
Yes, I've seen it 35 times.
it's.
I want it
the
to look like this.
best. It's the best.
So I said, Vinny, that's like $250,000 worth of lights there.
Yeah.
He's
He had
like,
to sell his
he's
car.
like, yeah, cost is not a problem. I was like, that's not a problem. He's like, let's just make this happen.
He's like, Frank
I
will
go,
take care
He's
of it.
got a guy.
He goes, so could you help me get some lights? I'm like, yeah, I guess. He had like one light hanging in the corner of the bar. He's like, caked on dust.
We had
We
4
got
lights.
that Big Lots.
We had 4 lights.
Said,
And I was gonna circle drive
I said,
in that one.
Who's
day.
gonna
I got
run
that
them?
one.
He said, what do you mean run them? I go, someone's got. Don't they just go with the music? No, they don't. So next thing you know, and how many dollars later, there's a stage there.
It
They
was a
still won't tell
fortune.
me the exact number. On
We
the
can't
lights.
tell
Right,
Frank
right.
Yeah.
the exact
It's a
number,
little-
so if
a
we've
little
ever
roll
said
click
it,
right
don't,
here.
Yeah.
please don't type it in the comments. We don't know how much. We don't know how much it costs. Somewhere around $7,000.
Yeah, that's
And then the sound too.
The
So not
sound
only just
I
the
own.
lights.
Yeah, the sound I own.
Okay.
So my small company does the bands on Friday and Saturday nights.
That's not a small company. I just like to clarify that. Sammy, is my mic on? That's not a small company.
regardless.
That's Matt Kester Productions.
Regardless.
Plug that.
Yes.
We do that on Friday and Saturday nights. I try to be there as much as I can, but
He's never there. He's never there.
I do. I'm there.
It's like an Uber driver.
I'm there
runs
all the
sound.
time. I play drums and mix out the V-spot at the same time,
Right.
always in the same. People wear Matt Kester masks and they're sitting there. So we're there on Friday and Saturday nights. But it's all because Vinnie wanted some lights in the
Right.
club.
That's how it started.
That's how it started. Just some
That's
lights.
how it started. And then we had a meeting.
Vinnie paid for them though. Let everybody understand that Vinnie paid for them on his credit card, and then he just took the money from Frank. I don't know how it happened.
I broke it to Frank
That's
how much it
worked.
cost.
He broke it to me.
He's
in
like, "What?"
three installments, so it wasn't as bad.
But it was an investment. You know, it's an
Sure,
investment.
but obviously you want to do that because you want the bands to look and sound good.
Not only do I want the bands to look and sound good, I want people to want a rock and roll experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's today. I didn't mean to go into this, but my cell phone, I'm in love with it. You know what I mean? I'm in love with it.
not an
I
iPhone.
watch. It's not an iPhone. It's a Samsung. It's a Note. Let me show everybody. I got a pen, which not everybody has. It's a Note, right? It does things. We'll talk about that off camera. But people don't have to go out anymore. They can stay home on their phones. I wanted people to get a club experience with lights and great sound, you know, because there really wasn't. Not to say that there wasn't. There was other places that did that, but Matt had the vision. I didn't have the vision. I didn't know what Matt could do. You know, Matt is the reason we got the money because we have good credit. Matt Kester, who's with us right now, he's on my right.
Where?
He is the guy,
He's
right?
not here.
I know he's super embarrassed, but I gotta tell you, he is the guy that set up the design, the sound, the lights. He did all that.
I have to clarify something. I showed up one day, and he gave me a roll of tape and a pool stick, and he said, "Tell Frank where you want the stage."
We all tell Frank
I
how
said,
it goes.
"What?" I said, "I don't build a stage." I said, I do audio, I do lighting." He said, "No. Here's a marker and a piece of paper. Tell Frank the measurement of the stage."
There was no measurements, no angles, no.
I was
like, took a crayon and a pizza box. I said, "Vinnie wants you to build this."
The drawing is so comical. I will post it in the comments
Yes.
after
Yes.
this of the drawing of what the stage.
So he's
was
just
supposed to look
he's
like.
deflecting. Where's my fart gun? He's
I
deflecting.
will always defend.
He's deflecting attention away from himself. I want to bring it back. So Matt Kester designs all this. You know, that he says, "Can you hang the speakers? You know, with the subs and the lights." And for anybody who's never been to the V Spot in the last year, it sounds like it can't sound better. We could not do an improvement to that sound system or those lights. Is that true?
Don't answer that with a yes, because we'll be buying new goddamn lights next week. Say you got the top of the line.
If I don't, it can't be improved. If,
Look at him, he's
if there's no more
stuttering.
money.
That's a lot of stuttering. That's great.
If we can get Frank's money, we could
That's
do
crazy.
Yeah.
video screens. We could do we could do fire.
There's things that we could do, but basically,
Fire. That's what we need.
and
Fire.
it's crazy.
You wanna burn
We
the
had to
place
buy
down.
that fire retardant
We have it up there.
ceiling
It's up
thing
there.
there. Listen, you could set that place on fire. It's not going down. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, there's wood in there. It's alcohol. I mean, that's the
I didn't
burn.
mean to put you on the spot. I thought you'd have the right answer.
Just don't.
Okay, we could catch on fire.
Do not have great white play. Is all I'm saying.
Exactly.
We were talking about putting that sound barrier up. That's what caused the Great White Fire.
Yes. No. Yeah. What were you talking about?
He said, don't have
the
Great
milk,
White. Yeah, that stuff.
the Aga.
Yeah.
It was super expensive. Sam, this stuff right here, super expensive.
Oh, it ain't cheap.
Oh man, can you hear that guy in there?
I said it ain't
I don't know if
cheap.
you can hear
I
it
know,
from
I know,
here.
I can hear him, but
Yeah.
can the audience hear him?
I don't think they can hear.
Maybe.
How many
So
people?
like
are,
next week,
how many
when-
people are watching this?
Let's see. We're 33.
34 people.
God, we're gonna do push-ups. If we get to 50, we'll get some push-ups going.
All
Yo,
right,
wait
yeah,
until
so
we get
invite
into
people.
wait until we get into your like
Share that
background.
link. Oh, I know that's going to be interesting.
I don't know if we're gonna have enough time.
We'll make time.
We're gonna make it happen.
Let's move off this topic.
I've
Yeah,
got
let's
to brush.
Let's move on.
I've got to brush my teeth,
Are we
my
done with
kid's
the-
teeth.
We done with the
gotta
bar?
get
Are
home.
we done with the bar? And all
So
that?
a lot of our audience are local musicians, local bands, local artists, things like that. They want to get in at the V Spot. They want to get
Good
booked
luck.
there. How do you choose what bands play and don't play? And what is your criteria to play the bar? And
That's all.
how do you
I'm
how
on
do,
my
how do
own
you
on
choose?
this?
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
choose? How do you choose what bands grace the V Spot's wonderful stage?
Okay, somebody get the hourglass thing, so I don't go too long on
Okay.
this. Okay, but I'm gonna get real
Yeah.
right now.
As he takes a shot, you know it's gonna get real.
I want to tell the truth. Frank and I.
No, I'm not involved in this one.
Yeah, I've never seen him pick a band, not one time.
Frank and I.
He can't even say the band's names when he's doing the commercials.
Frank and I are some working guys, right? So we're not retired. I dress like I'm retired.
Yeah.
You do.
I do.
You only work
I do.
17 hours a week. How are you not
12.
retired?
That's 12. 13 if you add it all.
You
together.
say I'm not there. You're there less than me.
But I'm just saying. We can't do what we can't do everything for everybody.
Right.
So, as Frank's not really a silent partner because he came on the show, but in reality, he gives me full reign to do everything that I need to do, like to make us money. So, I believe that there's certain types of music that bring business, and I don't want to say I won't book any certain style of music, but let's pretend. I'll tell you this: if we were wealthy, okay, and we just owned a place for people to party, I would book everybody. I would book people that didn't draw. I would just book completely talented people, but not all styles of talent bring people that drink. And I have a family. I have 5 kids. I have a wife. I have a home. I have Frank, I have Matt to take care of.
You gotta take care
Yeah,
I
of
have
me.
John.
Talk
I
about it
advertise
tonight.
on a radio station.
Yeah.
I cut you a check.
Well, you don't cut. I
I don't even
didn't
know
get
if this
paid
was
yet.
the appropriate time.
not.
But
Oh,
there's
you're-
your pay for.
Oh, thank you.
There's your
Where's
pay
my
for the
money?
month.
I appreciate it.
What you got in there?
I don't know.
Fuck is my money?
I don't even know.
Wearing swim trunks. So where do you take that out of?
This-
I don't even know what I have here. I just this is from my kid's piggy bank. I just took this in case we went out afterwards. Okay, that's for me. But the thing is that I want, and Frank wants, we want to have people come to the bar, and our formula is, pop punk, which just gets people drinking.
Sure.
You don't make any money unless people are drinking and eating.
Yep.
You know that. We talked about this a long time ago. But I love metal, and I think that metal crowds are thirsty. Excuse me, on a Friday and a Saturday.
Smell of screaming.
And you still book them.
I wasn't gonna let that go. I replaced that one. That's how I
We
felt.
just had a metal band on last week who's playing the V Spot, Traverse the Abyss.
Yes. But the thing is that we have to get people into the bar. That's how you survive.
Pull it together.
That's how you survive. Is sales. And a lot of people comment about classic rock. A lot of classic rock bands contact me, and I don't want a classic. I have a hard time talking. a classic rock bands, that audience, not that there's anything wrong with them, but they don't really party
Right.
a whole ton, you know? So there are wonderfully talented bands that are out there, but I don't necessarily take them on and book them because we survive on sales, and sales is driven by Matt's type of bands. What are you in? Nowhere Slow? Super good, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like it attracts ladies. And I didn't mean to get into a formula,
Yeah.
but I mean, if girls are in the bar, you know, and guys stay, and they buy the girls the shots. That's how I met my wife. You know, Carrie, the formula, how it went.
You were bartending.
Yeah, I was
with her.
bartending, and that's how I met
she was
my
a
wife.
patron?
And she just, oh my gosh, she sauntered right in there.
Man
You
bun.
know what I mean? I was like, woo!
Beating him up.
I long hair then. But anyway, Richard, very difficult to get into the V spot. Very difficult to get into the V spot if you do not perform music that make people eat or drink.
Yeah, but there's also only 52 days a year, or what? We're 104, right? That you can
104
put down.
Friday and Saturday.
Right. So it's like
Right.
it's there's not and then you repeat so many bands. He does have a cool formula that he's not telling you about. He does have a certain amount of bands that he books 5 times a year or 3 times a year. There's so he doesn't have it written down, but he
Right.
has some kind of weird Vinnie formula in his head there. Like this band's good enough to get 2 dates, and this band's good enough because he'll go to me. Oh, that's a 5-date band right there. You know what I mean? So you know. So he does
Is that
have.
your band, Matt?
Yeah.
Is that your?
So we get 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
okay.
His band does good. His band is
We
really
get
good.
5.
in other words, you got to get bands that make people want to stick around for a while and hang out for a few hours and watch a couple sets, because these bands are really working hard. They're playing 2-3 sets a night.
There are
lot of stuff.
There are super talented bands that do not do well in a corner bar. We're a corner bar. We're not a venue. You know, we're not selling tickets. People come to the V Spot. I think they know that we have live entertainment, but people know that our drinks are not super expensive. You know, and there's an environment there. There's live music. You're somewhere.
Right.
You're somewhere where something's going on, and if you're saying something out loud, like I'm totally into you, right? Like you're in a place. It's not obvious.
I don't know about you two. Romance.
But that's what's going on. That's the venue that we have, and I just want to have live music there, and I want to have an atmosphere.
So you want to have that party atmosphere, that atmosphere that people are having a good time, they're all enjoying themselves.
This is the
it's
stone
not a
cold
big
fact.
downer.
So-
exactly.
You know me. Did you do research on me?
I have a little bit.
You figured it out.
Yeah, I have.
So let me chime in a second.
Yeah.
Vinny always tells new bands to call a band that's already playing and ask to open up for them, just to get up on the stage.
Sure.
Because 90% of the bands, he never heard them before.
Right.
So he'll always tell a band, ask D West or someone else to open up for them. You might have to do it for free, putting your dues in, but he'll get to feel.
But
that
yeah,
way.
he's one of the few guys who, if he likes your band, he'll book your band. So that so
Right.
you're kind of lying
Strong
a little bit.
point.
You're kind of lying when you
Strong
say that it's
point
all
right there.
about
Well,
who will drink
yeah.
because you book a lot of metal stuff. Now you know I don't like that, but honestly, the metal bands I don't mind working with them because they're usually like the nicer of the
Sure.
people that come through. So like
Yeah.
even though they're playing music that's breaking my face off or whatever.
Yeah.
But I end up loving it because they're usually some of the nicer people. But you know he'll
Thank you.
let a band come in from out of town that isn't going to draw anybody, but because they're good and they add value to whatever show is going on,
Well, you
he'll
guys
give
are-
them that opportunity. He's one of the few people that does that.
And you know, you booked people from our Rising Talent open mic, which is great because that's the reason people go to an open mic is they want to get noticed, they want to practice, they want to play in front of people, and they want to get booked somewhere. So it's great that you not only you're booking people from that, but I mean you have original music showcase this weekend.
Thank
as well.
you.
So there's people that are playing original music, and you're giving them a chance as well, which a lot of bars aren't going to do.
Yeah, that's the
But
thing
you-
with the even during the week. Like we're just talking about Friday and Saturday, but
Sure.
he books music 3 other days of the week too, and you know even the NEPA scene. Just like you said, there was a couple people from that. Like Maya Soul won it. He's
That
giving
really
them dates.
sold
And like
out.
Sarah Karn was
Yep.
good, and he gave her dates. And
Yep.
he finds people from there, and he gives them a chance to play during the week and for a solo performance. So it's one of the only. I mean, I work in almost all the bars, and it's one of the few that that music actually does come first.
Right.
And Frank won't like this quote, but sales kind of do come a close second to that. So, if Vinnie...
What a great spokesman for me.
We're losing him, folks. We're losing him right now. So,
It's not true.
He's
I
faded-
truly appreciate the
faded
compliment.
away.
I truly appreciate the compliment.
Can I have one of those?
Yeah.
This from Shiboki?
No, we had to
from
pay
the
for that.
store.
Frank was totally disappointed when I did that. But did I answer the question? I know
That's
that
why the
I-
labels
I-
have to
I-
face away
yes.
from
I
the
know
camera.
I possibly
Yeah.
could have been distracted, but
Right.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll turn him around.
we want people in the bar. We're looking for music that attracts a large group.
So what do you think that maybe a band could do to try to get to that level? You know, what do you see that these bands are doing that is so good, that's getting people to stay around, that's getting people to have a good time? What do you think, because I see a lot of great bands that are super talented, they maybe don't have the stage presence, or they don't have the ability to pull people in the way that they should.
I mean, that's definitely a stone cold fact that people are talented that don't attract like
And it's
massive crowds.
not to say that they're not good or that they're not valid or that they're not worth listening to. It's just that, they might want to get booked on a Friday or Saturday night at a local bar. That's not going to happen because maybe they don't have that presence or that thing that is going to pull people in.
Well, they need to get that thing. I mean, when you think about it, they need to get that thing because there's like Matt said, there's only 52 Friday and Saturdays.
Right.
That's it. And there are 5 bands that draw 200 people to that place that only fits 150 people in. And those...
I've never seen 200 people.
I don't even know what...
I don't know what you're talking about. Not at one time. They filter in and out, right? Yes.
I didn't bring this gun for nothing.
They filter in and out, you mean?
Yeah.
But-
At one time, there's
But
not.
in other words, you have to be, I want talented people to keep people there.
Right.
And the people, there are terrific bands in the area. And I already booked them. So for a new band to get in there, or somebody in a band that say isn't the style that I normally book, there has to be some grab there in order for me to get them in there. And I want everyone to play there. I do. It's just I'm limited on time, and there's proven people to play the bar. And so it's so I'm wondering who, after 8 years, we're open 8 years in November. So after 8 years, I've seen this and I've seen that. So if someone comes that I don't know about, what do you do? What not who will you bring, but what's your style of music? And we kind of know that what people stay and drink to.
Right.
'Cause if you're not selling booze, you're not
making money.
You're not making money. John Popko.
So I asked for
All about
bands
Not a
to
bullshit.
play there, and he says no. And I'm half owner, and he shoots me down. So whatever he's doing right. I'll let it go that
Well,
way. Ready? Here's the Kester driving us home.
where's Matt's at?
You can't have any.
Yeah, he's not a Sagittarius.
I gotta get one over here.
Should we start knocking out some props? What's the time like? Sam closed the door on me. Is that because of me?
Yeah, he doesn't like you.
John, you go
He
ahead.
said you smell.
Well, no, what I...
Wish you took a shower here because they did it without us.
Right.
Not into mine.
Oh, you can't drive me home.
Oh, I'll just...
That guy can't drive me home. There's no way.
We're Ubering. We're sponsored.
I'm not allowed in Uber.
Oh, but okay, so entertainment, good pricing, good food.
Yes,
Your food.
all those things are true.
You don't get people in your door just by opening the door. You guys have obviously branded yourself. I'm not going to say advertising with me has done all
Very
of
You
it.
little.
do every week.
Very
You're not gonna
little,
do it now.
Frank.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do it now, but every week you say you.
No, but obviously, you advertise in print. You EC, Weekender.
I caught that.
You did the Heimlich maneuver.
I caught that.
Not anymore.
I think my wife just texted me. I gotta go.
The radio. Obviously.
My wife wants the push-up contest right now.
How do I
I'm
watch
just
it?
getting it.
Yeah.
Every bar sells the same stuff as we do.
Yeah.
And what makes us
What makes you
different?
different? Yeah.
The staff.
Yeah.
100% to
I
staff.
agree with that too.
100% to staff.
Great answer.
Who's the shining star outside of you?
Well, we can't do
I mean,
that
we
now.
hate to divulge
they're,
that.
They're all up there.
But
But I can tell you right now, having all girl bartenders is not the key. Chubby guys with beards.
I agree.
that's how we.
where
That's
it's
how we.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we.
That's why we do it.
That's our
Even the
niche.
sound guys are chubby.
That's a niche.
You're just big bones, Matt.
See that the reason they're so successful is they save costs. They don't have any burly bouncers there. They have bartenders /
Bouncers. Kicking
But
mother.
the advertising is obviously different than everybody else. Now, you do have some people who try and copy you. I won't mention any names.
Well,
What is he
I-
going
I-
with?
I won't mention any
I
names.
think we should
Talking
get
about.
serious here. Let's
Yeah.
do that. Let's
No,
mention the names.
but-
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah, next week.
Here's the good time to pass out these things. Let's blow shit up. I mean, we don't want to make. Now you have to read these because I can't see because my
Oh,
wife.
these would be great.
Yeah, my wife helped me.
We
buy
can't,
this.
we can't, we
My
can't, we
wife
can't
helped
do
me buy
these.
this.
Not only
We can't do these. We'll get in trouble.
No, I talked to Sam, and there's a broom over there. There's a broom and a dustpan. We're
Okay.
gonna clean it up.
I didn't see
He
a
knows
broom
we're gonna do
with
this.
us, Sam.
But I don't want to blow anything up. But if we're gonna get real,
No, let's get real.
we're gonna keep it real.
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Why
I
this?
that's what we're here
I
for.
don't know if I want. We're keeping it real.
Keep it real.
So anyway, you have to read this because I can't see it. You guys tell me how to operate this, and then I'll follow
You
along.
put it in
Not
your hand
only-
and you shoot it off.
Not only in terms of
Vinnie.
how they advertise, but who they're booking as well. I mean, you guys are setting a standard. I see a lot of other bars essentially looking at what you guys are booking and going, "We got to book those same bands too." So I see a lot of that.
Well,
It's not a firework. It's
These
okay.
dollar store fucking confetti things.
Our
I got this on-
commercials,
I
our
got this
commercials
on
make no
Amazon.
sense.
No, but they're clever because I
But they
think
don't
you know,
advertise the bar. They just advertise
the
shit all
entertainment.
over
But
us.
yeah, but that attracts people to listen to them.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't enjoy you guys coming in and bothering me every week, but like I enjoy. I'm kidding. But I enjoy.
that's how you work it.
Oh, these are.
This is gonna cost us money. It's
This-
supposed to
Well,
be
you're
free.
supposed to high five. You guys aren't operating it correctly. Matt's just ruining everything.
No, but
If you guys ever invite Sam, if you ever invite us back on,
no, but
Matt's not
I'm
coming.
but I'm serious though in the fact that like people get excited for your ads because they're funny, and
Right.
they're not even like rehearsed. It's like you guys come in,
Yeah, you've been there. You see
yeah,
what I do.
they're
Yep.
every week, and it's funny. What?
what we're doing is, the whole David Lee Roth type thing. Like you sell the sizzle. You know what I mean? Like you sell the sizzle. It's the bar
Yeah.
business. You can go anywhere and get a Budweiser.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you come to the V spot, man, I don't even know what everyone's laughing. I'm not sure what's going on. But the fact is that our bartenders are phenomenal. We do have a great staff, and you can go anywhere and get.
You know what, Vinny? Give me a. You know what?
You're not even
You're
drinking,
great though. Give me a high five.
and you're. And that's spitting shit out of my mouth. Hey, I got serious questions to answer here.
We're gonna be here till midnight.
We're gonna need more than a broom.
Sam,
Give a shot, back there.
I'm crying. I'm actually crying.
I keep forgetting the question. And the bartenders, they're so good. They're so good. So you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere and get your drink. But to mention names, Dave Amori is 24 years as a bartender owner / bartender / owner. The Boyarskis, Krista and Jerry, their family, their grandparents owned a bar. Okay? So they have that. They know how to talk to people. My brothers-in-law, two of them, Bobby and Brian, those guys are, they're you just want to be, you want them to serve you a drink, So that's just something that we have. Did I leave anybody out? Dave's daughter Amelia, who was
Tom,
and Tom, who's Tom Fonash. He's so pretty.
Jerry Hagg,
Oh my God, Jerry Haggerty. He's like Jerry Haggerty's like the greatest bartender that ever lived.
Vince Archer.
Vince Archer. He's not that. He's a little long in the tooth. A little long in the tooth when he shows up. He's a little
Right.
cranky. But the key to the question, which I don't remember, is that the bartenders they make a difference. if everything connects on the same level, you have a great band and you have great bartenders, then you're in a great place. You know,
So it's an experience, pretty much comes down.
is that how you feel, Matt?
So many mirrors on the wall. So many. And Christmas lights. I mean, they just make everybody happy.
They are party lights.
Oh, they're Christmas lights.
Party lights.
Vinny loves tacky
Is there
Christmas
more
lights.
shit to throw everywhere? I mean, did you guys aim everything at me?
You have
we
it-
high
you
five
have
and
it-
everything, and everything went on me.
Does he know it's in? He's got it on his eye. It is here. It's all inside of the ear.
You look like you got one of those like teardrop
Wait till
tattoos
I
right there.
He's
where do I
gangster.
take out this man bun? That's the question. Hey, how much time are you kicking us out?
No, we're not kicking you out.
So much to say.
Did we answer any of the questions? Do we even get?
Somewhat.
I think 2, right? We
Somewhat.
got
Yeah, I think so. But one of the since you bring up the advertising and the way you guys do things, we talk a lot about this on the show about how we live in an age where everybody is fucking offended by everything, and everybody cries about every little thing, no matter what it is, even if it's a joke, even if it's not meant to be taken seriously at all. Do you guys have a worry about that at all in terms of what you guys say?
Yes.
Because you guys,
Totally.
improv a lot of what you say.
Totally. Well, Frank.
Well, if
Frank's a
I
savage.
aired half the shit that we say in that room,
Right.
we'd all
Well, the
be
V-Spot tapes are not
Yeah.
ever
There's a certain-
released.
yeah.
Can't
we'd
never
all,
run
we'd
for,
all be
ever
in,
released.
we'd all
never
be
run
in,
for public office.
we'd all be in trouble.
Well, your question, which I don't remember, was are we trying to be politically correct?
No,
What was that? What was it?
no, we're not.
That's the answer. You're asking.
Over
me.
7 years.
We are over concerned about Frank's not. I'm over concerned because I own a business.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So we don't want to say anything about
is this guy?
about the president. You know what I mean? Or politics or Frank's sexual orientation. That's not something
I wouldn't
I
attack
got
Frank.
Bernie and Nick in the kitchen here. I'm getting in trouble.
Oh.
I wouldn't
my
attack
God.
Frank though, because from what I understand, you guys have kissed before.
Oh yes.
Well, that was
I've been told that by a very reliable source.
that was out of
Should we try it again today?
When the hell did that happen?
that was out of state.
I heard.
I've definitely seen Vinny kiss men before, but I've never seen him kiss Frank.
I've kissed Bobby
that's-
because you cannot kiss Bobby.
That's true. That's
I
true.
don't
Yes.
ever kiss Vinny.
I've seen
told that?
I've seen Vinny
That's
take
what I heard.
a belly button shot off Bobby before. I've seen that happen.
Okay.
But,
I want to get back on track.
Yes.
And I understand that I left out our cook, Bernie Hartman. That guy could cook like crazy. Right?
You guys have great food, and the
We do.
burgers alone.
We have great everything. What we don't have is great haircuts.
You know what I feel like though?
I
I
don't know
feel
about
like you guys set a standard, burger night, steak night, and then people try and fucking copy it.
right.
There he goes
That's-
again with that.
Who would do that?
He's
We-
trying to get us.
Who
Who would want
well,
to do that?
when
Guy,
we,
he's got an
You know
axe
what?
to
You know
grind.
what?
That guy.
People who talk out of both fucking sides of their mouth fucking do shit like that.
He cannot have any more red breast.
Fucking liars.
This is
Yes.
crazy.
Do that.
Yes.
This is crazy.
when we
brought too
opened
much
up,
red
we didn't
breast.
follow any other bar. We did our own
Right, you
thing.
don't do
we,
your
never
own
looked,
thing.
we never looked around, and back then Electric City was big, and we never looked at any of that. We just did our own thing.
Yeah,
We
right.
just kept plugging forward.
that's what you gotta do.
And we're not
then-
going to stop.
And then eventually people fucking copy off of you.
Isn't that
Fuck the
What
biggest
is it?
form of
Oh, that's
flattery
good
or some
flattery.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he's just a fucking asshole. I don't know.
But if we could,
he needs a shot because he's
if we
gonna
could
let
very
loose.
angry,
I'm
you
good.
take
I don't want that.
He's
I
gonna
don't
let loose pretty soon.
I don't want that.
And we're gonna have a good show.
All right, we'll do that. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
hey, how did this? That shit just keeps coming. Like,
It just keeps coming.
why don't I have one? Did I
You
not
bought
get one?
these things.
I know. Did I not get one?
There you go.
Will it work if I slap it on someone? What's this?
Apparently that's how you load in with this stuff. That's the ammunition.
Do you have a vacuum? That's all I want to know.
The thing is, he said we have a broom, and I don't think
There's
the broom.
a
Well,
dustpan.
you can't really
over
broom
there.
a couch.
Yeah, it might not cut it at this point.
You guys have serious questions.
Well, I know you.
I'm
you
gonna
have
run the
a-
camera.
You want to?
My
get
wife
into
don't
some of
care. I have
that,
the best
that,
wife.
True.
I love your wife.
Sure. Well, my
Don't
wife.
get them mad.
What are you doing?
I just want to make sure I want to zoom in.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it. Don't touch
Wait
it.
a minute.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Don't touch
Yeah,
it.
don't touch
I don't have my
it.
glasses,
Don't touch
I can't
it.
see.
Sit back down. We gotta finish this show.
All
We're
right.
gonna do a shot. Let's go.
What's the time?
Well, we got a few minutes.
41 minutes in?
This is
Yeah.
this is a 90-minute show today.
Oh, that's an hour and 6
Come on,
minutes,
sit down.
right?
Sit down before Holly kicks us out.
Oh, yeah, let's ask.
Right.
You have any real questions?
Holly and Sam will kick us out.
Sorry. You guys having fun?
Do you
that
have
shit
a,
up.
Do you have a vacuum?
This place is a mess.
He got approval from Sam prior to this. I apologize. I didn't know.
Confetti.
Did we answer any of the questions that...
Well, let's
Look at all the shit in my ear.
talk about some
Yeah.
real life shit.
I want to talk about my wife. I love her.
Well,
There's
Love
just
you,
this,
Karen.
Johnny. There's
Hold
this
on,
part where you
let's-
lose Vinny and you're
let's-
right on the brim. So
let's-
anything serious, let's get
You
it
better-
out
you
there.
better get it out
let's
there.
talk about your wife. Your wife is insane.
Yes.
First of all, she keeps coming up on Facebook as people I should be friends with. She must be
Very private.
she
Very private lady.
must be creeping on my page.
She's very, very
Right.
private.
But
It's like
Us school has it,
she
but
must be insane because she paid to have kids with you. She literally paid to have kids with you.
We
Can you share that story?
yes, the three of us, we love children, and in order,
You can take
my
that.
wife wanted to build a family with me.
I don't know.
Me.
That's
You know
crazy.
what I mean? Me. And so we ended up, and so in order to make the relationship real, she says, "Hey, can you reverse your vasectomy?" And I said, "Sure. I will have more kids with."
So I got the pliers and the
person.
knife out, and I went to town. I put that shit back together.
And so yes, let's get right to it, Richard. My
Oh,
wife
yeah,
loves
that's
me.
your question.
My wife loves me, and she wanted to have children with me, and now we have 3 beautiful children together.
You really do.
We do. And you might think that I act like this all the time, but I don't.
He doesn't. He's
I act like
super
this.
dad.
I act like
He
this.
is. When you
some
call him
of
when he's
the
with his
time.
kids, he is super dad.
Thank you for defending.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you for defending me.
He is. And
So,
his
yes.
wife is something special. I mean,
She's super
How
special.
she deals-
I should
She has
take
to.
it.
Sure.
I mean, there's been nights where like he come down to the bar on a Friday night to see metal bands that he likes,
Right.
and there's no other way to get him out of there except to carry him out
Yeah.
and put him into.
Let's
His
talk
wife's
about that.
bar.
Though. You're both
And she
married. You
did.
both have children.
Yes.
Running a bar or business is not conducive to that.
That was the
lifestyle.
first thing my wife said.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
happens,
true.
you know?
It's true, but my wife was a bartender.
Sure.
She was a bartender before.
She bartended,
She was a
she's-
bartender when I met her, and she only stopped bartending because we had all those kids, 3 of them.
Yeah. The
Well,
daycare's expensive.
We opened the
I don't know if they're watching. Vivian, Jimmy, and Ivy.
Go to bed.
Go to.
It's only
Daddy will be home shortly.
We opened the bar at 45 years old. So it was more of a business than a party atmosphere. If we were 20s, it'd been shut down years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And that's you see that all the time. Anybody who watches those stupid reality shows with bars and stuff like that and whatever, you see all the time that people they're constantly drinking their own stock and they're having their friends come over and get a bunch of free drinks and the whole place is just shut down within a year.
Well,
or so.
that's why you got a Frank. See, that's the thing. What you guys don't see
Yeah.
is
why
every
you have a Frank.
every bar needs a Frank because
right.
that's
You
why
need
I,
a guy.
that's why I
Schultz.
sit in the middle, right?
Yeah.
I find this kind of I've been with them for a year now, and there's this kind of role that I have to play in the middle here sometimes because Vinny's that guy. He's that. If Vinny was the only bar owner, he'd be on every bar rescue episode you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then you got Frank, who's like finance guy, money guy. Like
Right.
I need to see the dollars and cents, and that's the balance. That's why the V Spot works because of the two of
Hold
them.
on, because I just
I
saw
see.
Frank recently
I see.
on a Monday or a Tuesday.
Yeah, but
And
was he
he's-
at the bar doing it?
Well,
He
prior.
was off site.
Prior.
Well, he
and
got
he's-
two.
And then he's bidding on Rolex watches, throwing his money around like he always does.
But that doesn't happen all the time.
I'm a saver.
Well, Frank Frank owns multiple
Let's
businesses.
go back to that time that Frank tried to kiss me. Did you bring that up?
Yeah. Where did that
Did you
come
bring that
from?
up? I don't know.
I never even heard of
A
that.
bartender,
town.
bartender told me you guys made out.
We were out of town.
We never been out of town together.
Yeah, but haven't we?
No.
You don't remember?
I've seen Vinny kiss multiple men. I've said this. Second time I said it. Multiple men. Not Frank. I've not seen that.
No, we have not consummated
Let's talk-
the partnership.
All right, let's talk about.
Did you ever see Ray Liotta kiss a man? I've never.
Never.
He's a stunt double.
Is anybody mad at me?
I'm more.
Is my wife
you know
mad
what?
at me? That's all I care.
I'm more concerned about.
I love you.
Okay.
I'm concerned about you.
Everywhere.
I'm concerned about you and where you are mentally today.
He's gone.
concerned.
He's gone.
No, listen.
We're having an intervention right now.
No, I'm very concerned because you went to Catholic school,
I did.
and as you all know,
He's-
there's
Oh man. Well, yeah.
the Catholic, the Catholic Church is in some hot water. So
Sure.
I'm
It-
worried.
it's so
I'm
true.
worried if you
It's so
were.
true. I did go to Catholic school from K through 6.
But were you
And
like?
that was in the 70s.
But were you touched?
No, maybe. I'm not even 100%. Who knows when you're
They
just a
did paddle
child?
you. You were the kind of kid that got paddled, though.
No, I was. Well, I just want to clear the air.
Yeah.
I want to clear the air about this. I'm not super gay, okay? Maybe potentially, you know what I mean, friendly towards Frank. So cute. So cute. But anyway, I did go to Catholic school, and I didn't know anything about any kind of touching or anything like that. I did accidentally kick a young lady in the crotch, and I did. Oh, it's crazy. It's true. She went home, and my parents were called. But that was 5th grade. But by the time I got out of Catholic school, it was time to go. I had experienced all that I could have. When I got to public school, that's when I was paddled. And that maybe was a reason that ties into the whole, like, pedophile Catholic Church thing. You know, like, I personally, those people are, horrible people. Horrible. Anyone who touches a child in the ding dong.
Mihal just missed the best part.
But like,
Hi, Dave Mihal.
that's really crazy when you do something like that.
Well, yeah, and I'm worried about you.
I mean, I've never done that. I've never done it as an adult. You know what I mean?
No,
Sometimes.
I'm just worried that you were like affected as a child. But
No, I mean,
A lot
it's
of things
funny.
affected him.
It's
really,
funny
that
to
wasn't
say.
one of them.
I wonder if I was, because I always walked crotch out. I mean, that was kind of like always like I was like a wrestler.
Like
as a
riding a
kid.
horse.
Do you have in your notes that he's going to tell us about this one time he took all his clothes off and ran into a boxing ring? That's on there, right? You can talk about that?
that's not. But
I
go
did
ahead.
not. I did not mention that. That was.
I think we should tell that
Well,
story.
Sam.
we want to get into
Sam,
some
how
of
much
these,
longer does this go on?
Sam,
We've been
25 minutes,
Yeah.
tell him.
We're
This is
We've been in.
We
We've
wanna
been-
get-
we've
we
been
gotta-
into-
We're finally getting into the good stuff.
We've been into it. We've gotten into these already.
yeah.
I got a pretty
I slipped in.
narrow pass, so did you dig up anything on me besides him trying to make out with me, which
You're a terrible kisser.
I didn't even know Frank.
was,
When Vinny asked me to get involved, I didn't even know Frank was a person. I didn't even know Frank was a person.
I was a
because
silent partner.
his name on Facebook was Frank Lombardo. Vinny's name.
Yeah, he basically stole his identity.
He stole his identity. I mean, that's fraud and theft. Anybody?
Right.
This is.
And he ruined me.
Yeah, I mean, that should
Yeah.
that should have been.
So
the
when he
honest.
kept telling me he had a partner,
I'm
I have
not
a
coming
partner.
back.
I didn't believe him.
You just thought he was.
I thought he was fucking with me.
No, you
At
thought he was.
first. I'm sorry, Mom. I know you're watching. I thought he was. I thought he was.
Kids are
Where's the
watching.
fart gun? The kids are watching this.
Well, he said motherfucker. So,
That's two.
and then when I
My
met Frank,
fingers are
Frank was the
I don't know
most,
what you did with it.
you know,
What a mess you
intimidating.
guys
One of the
made.
most intimidating people I ever met in my life. But I won him over. I guess maybe. He's
I
not
want to
making
be.
it
I want to
anymore.
be that guy when you meet me. Like I'm that dog you first see. And you
Yeah.
have to put your hand out if he's gonna bite you. Or
He
lick
bit
you.
me.
That's what I want to be. That
Yeah,
guy.
I was like, I don't know if
But that's
I.
just
He's
the way
good
it
at
is.
that.
That's
My-
pretty accurate.
He's good at
My
that.
wife's watching, and she, I went home to her and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore because that Frank guy's an asshole. I actually said that. And
True story.
she's like, well, she goes, you'll make him like you, and I'm like, no,
You are super
I'm not gonna. But he, we're okay. He's alright. He's all right.
But we're not gonna.
I like
kiss.
him more than Vinny most days, but I don't say that. I said it.
Vinny, what do you got coming out of the back of your hat?
That's called a man bun.
Yeah, we named it.
How old are you?
I'll be. I
It's
was
the
born.
worst man bun I ever saw.
I know,
by the way.
it's-
Are you supposed to
I was
shave
born in
all this
19
shit?
Can we see?
Rich.
Can you pull it out?
I was born in 1966.
It's out.
Oh,
See, he's gonna grow that and flip
Oh.
it over the top.
oh goodness.
Oh man.
We're in trouble.
See?
Yeah,
He's gonna
it's
get
hard.
the flop.
Well, you've had long hair for a long time.
Yes.
But this
Yeah.
this I don't know if I can approve of.
I opened up for Led Zeppelin back in the day, but I got a hair tie. And I'll tell you
I
what,
thought it was right here.
it's a.
It's right here.
Oh, I'll take it right there.
Here you go.
have
Your
it.
wife
Here you go,
wants that
honey.
back.
I don't know if I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
if I-
hard, man. It's hard. It's hard when you don't have like all the hair to make it look.
Do you guys have a
fabulous.
hair clipper in
That's
there?
why I just gave up.
We're gonna shave his head.
If
With
you
a
guys
scissor?
invite me back on the show, and I don't mean them guys, I mean me. If you guys
Well,
invite just me back on the show,
Yeah.
in about 2 years, this is gonna look like a fucking fountain. This is gonna look like it's just gonna look. It's gonna be like how every other guy's. Is there something in my ear?
In 2 years, you'll be 69, though.
So it's not
You guys
this
have shit in
like
my ear.
this Just Anna Brown
What's
thing he's got
happening?
going
There's
on
things in
now,
my
right?
Listen, we want to try to get people to come to our bar. Do you have
You're
any
doing a
real
great job.
questions?
You're doing a great job.
Do you have any real questions?
Well, you know, we have plenty of real comments.
All right, we got comments, but
We're
There's
probably-
no questions.
We're probably setting the record for how many comments we got here.
Sam, can we come back on?
Oh, absolutely.
get a shop vac down here.
I will clean all this up because they're not going to.
I'm not cleaning nothing.
Fine.
You have to. That was the agreement. You said if you're going to bring out the confetti, you're going to clean it up.
Are these things done? Like, is there more
Yeah, Vinnie.
props?
Vinnie. Come on.
Yes!
Oh no! The last of my beer.
I can't believe how awesome that thing is. You guys are done? My thing was done. He hit me once.
I put mine down. I don't want to be any part of this cleanup.
So you named all the bartenders. I have to name all the sound dudes because they all asked me to name them. I just
Did I
won't.
get the cooks?
You didn't
Well,
name Nick. Nick Sylvester.
Nick Sylvester.
Nick Sylvester's
Oh.
the weekend guy.
Jeff Farrell.
Jeff Farrell.
He cooks there?
Yeah, he's there
Jeff
tonight.
Jeff Farrell's
Yes.
cool.
I mean,
We
we
went to
have
high
we have
school
a,
with
we
Jeff
have a
Farrell.
fantastic staff, and we would not
graduated
be.
together.
You would not be inviting.
No, West Side.
You would not be inviting us on the show if we didn't have fantastic
Well,
employees.
how do I know Joe?
And I know these guys are super
Sure, what's
wasted, so I just want to represent them.
Well, it's, you
That's
know,
probably a good call.
we talk about you guys every week on the show because you are a sponsor of the show. So we may seem like, oh, well, you guys are big fucking shills for these guys, but the reason is we only work with
I like that word.
we only
Shill.
work
Bring your check
with
back.
people that
Flatter
we
shills.
actually care that actually contribute something to the local scene in some form or another. And that actually care, and that's why we work with you guys in the first place. That's why we brought the open mic to what
This
you
might be
guys
the
do.
first intimate moment.
Well, you know what?
Because
The reason
because you guys care.
But the reason you
so
went
much.
to him for the open mic because you wanted a real venue to host it at,
Right.
as opposed to that
got
Mickey
the
Mouse shit you had before.
I look prison.
We don't have Mickey Mouse shit.
No, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. The reason Rich brought it to you guys
You
is
guys
he wanted
have
a
a-
professional atmosphere
Oh, you're
stage.
talking about
he didn't
that?
want the Mickey Mouse bullshit.
Right.
How about
That's
we talk
what he
about?
said.
How about we
We-
talk about when Vinny judged the finals in the first year?
Yes.
Maybe I
And
don't
we
want to talk
couldn't
about
count-
that.
You mean
We couldn't-
when you judged
When
the
I judged him
finals.
because Vinny we couldn't
Right.
count any of his scores because
Right.
it was what 1 to 10 on everything, and then 50 being the highest score or whatever. So Vinny's first score started out as a 36, and the next one was like a 42, and the next one was like pretty good. The next
That's-
one was like very good. The next one's like A6.
That's why
4,
I
7,
always
12.
have a panel of judges.
Holy
so
God.
we just kind of ruled his
who
stuff
knew
out
he
and
would
worked
do
out.
that?
of
And
that.
you didn't even make it to the end of the
I
show.
had no idea. I did make it.
Your
to the
poor
end of
wife
the
had to
show.
come get you. No, you didn't make it.
Is that true?
How are they
Yes.
still married?
And his tab at
I'm
his
harmless.
own,
I'm
his
harmless.
tab
I'm
at
like-
his own bar was $120,
He
and
didn't pay it.
instead of paying it, he decided to argue about it, and then they finally like knocked it down to like $111.
Who did?
Yeah.
Who did?
That sounds
He owes
like
you
total
$9.
baloney. That sounds like total
Don't get
baloney.
high in your own supply,
Look at your
Archer.
pad. That thing is a mess.
Yeah, the only reason I ever got involved with this clown here is because my whole goal with my business is to just make the scene better. I've been doing it 20 years. Like seriously, 20 years I've been doing it, and I don't do it for money.
Well, you're
And
great
I
to
work a
work.
regular job.
You're great to work with.
So I don't do
He
it
is
for
great
money.
to work
Yeah,
with.
you I did a show.
I do it to do better.
I think
yeah.
you do it for
Do
money.
better.
Did you guys do
I
the,
spend way more money than I make.
We do pay
I
him.
pay you every week.
It is
Yeah,
true.
but I spend way more
That
money
may
than
stop next week.
Well,
I want to do a costume change. Is this show ending anytime soon?
pretty soon?
Yeah, pretty soon.
Where are we at? How many? Are we at 3 hours?
you've lost them now. So if you want anything
What kind of
good.
costume did you do?
No, I've got. I want to put on
Yes.
some jeans.
How about we talk
put us
about
on
something?
jeans.
Well, yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
do that.
split.
Go.
All right.
Go.
Are we over an hour?
You
no,
go.
you're good. Go.
Yeah, we're
Go
over
change.
the hour.
We're over an hour?
Go change.
Okay.
I got a costume change.
If you're gonna
change.
do
I'll be
it,
right back.
Well, if you're
you
gonna
gotta
do
do it
now.
quick.
Yes.
We'll talk about. We'll filibuster while you go change.
Look at this
There is
Don't drink-
shit all over
Don't
the
drink your
place.
confetti.
We will clean up. All
I'm not coming back. Sam, I hope you're happy. This thing on?
But yeah, so that's that. You know, it's just I just felt like the V spot was making things better, and I just wanted to be a part of it. That's,
Right.
Because
That's a great
I didn't know if I wanted all of that time that I
Yes.
had to invest. I mean, he thought the lights you could just put them up and they work, but it's like hundreds of hours to program that stuff. You know.
Right.
So it's not. You know. I
But you know, I see band because obviously I'm friends with so many bands on Facebook. I see their stuff every week. Anybody who plays the V Spot, you see their videos, their photos.
They're all on that
whatever.
stage, right?
They're all beautiful.
It's
they
awesome.
all look great.
It's such a compliment. You know?
Exactly.
To see that they're on stage. My only complaint, and I'm going to make it right here. I'm going to make the complaint right here. Is that every picture ends up with the sorry.
This is not good. This is not good at all.
With the beer cooler. So there's a beer cooler off to the right of the stage.
Right.
So you always get that beer cooler in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And if anyone wants to see, like, you know, there's on YouTube, I'll post a link of a little video we did of the lights, and Rich actually took the video from that
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
audio. So, but yeah, so I can't. If anyone knew what was going on
Yes.
off to
Thank
the
God.
side, I can't.
Well, we do sell beer there, Matt. So you have to look at the beer cooler.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, I don't even know what the question was or what we were talking about because that off to the side there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that.
I
We're not going
lost
to
it.
address it
I lost
whatsoever.
I'm trying to put it in the comments. Should I do that?
That's,
Probably get kicked off the internet.
That can't stop.
That might be in that one.
They're empty. Take any fireballs or any of that you want.
There's
Yeah, some fireball, dude.
Yeah,
take
grab
that.
a
Yeah,
shot.
yeah. Still cool. But yeah, so that was basically, you know, the reason why I got involved with them is because I just felt like they were,
Yeah.
Vinnie, you know, trying to make the music scene better, and that was my whole goal of even buying equipment or starting a business. It wasn't to make money. I work a boring desk job all week to make enough money to do this on the weekends. So
Right.
that was it.
Well, did you guys do the All 92.1 show? At
So
the
yeah,
Furnaces?
so the All 92 at the Iron Furnaces was a 12 Acre Productions, who's Mike Salkowski and those guys.
Okay.
He works with a company called Dan Millennial Promotions, which is like Steve Masterson from The Vault. They have like their own promotions. They brought the Dirty Heads in,
Right.
and
We're
they
done.
needed like a sound system that was like bigger than you know like a what they're used to dealing with.
Right.
So they contracted. You know, he came to me and said, "Hey, do you know anybody?" And I've been working with a company called Effects Unlimited out of Wilkes-Barre since I was 19. I actually used to like do a lot of national acts with them, and like I've even went so far to like mix monitors for BB King and stuff with those guys. So I've done a lot of cool stuff with them, and you know he has like super pro level equipment, like montage, mountain kind of equipment. So I said, "Hey, you guys interested in doing this? Can you give me a quote?" I gave them the quote. They said, "Yeah, let's do it." So I ended up getting to mix all the openers for that All 92 show. And then Dirty Heads obviously have their own engineer and everything. But
Right.
yeah, I was there for, my God, how long? I couldn't even tell you how many hours. I think it was 21 hours we worked that day for that show, the show at the Iron Furnace.
Came out good though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why is Vinny behind me?
Oh, because he's crazy. He's just Vinny.
He's gonna kiss you now.
I want to do some
He's
shout
got
outs.
he's got a
I
ponytail
want to do some
going.
shout outs
Yes.
before the night's over.
But yeah, so that.
I'm over here now.
That's a good idea.
Anyways, any serious
Oh,
topic.
you're gonna put me next to this guy.
Yeah, we're gone.
Here,
Vinny's
you-
back.
I want to plug this band in 2 weeks.
We plugged them last week.
Yeah.
We had them on the show.
They're coming
That
up.
was a good time.
Is it distorted because of my weight?
Plug that pedicure I got you.
Yeah,
you guys go for them?
I bought him a pedicure.
Yeah, Chrissy.
They told him to
why
come
couldn't
back.
I go with you?
We'll go next time.
Well,
There's 3 chairs.
We've had quite a few.
I have that picture
compliments
also. I
on
will
your,
post that.
on your bare
I've
feet.
posted
Is that
most of the
true?
comments.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Wow.
there's quite a few.
Did anybody
People
notice that I
noticed.
changed out of my shorts into my...
Well, we noticed.
We thought you were going to
We
put on
noticed.
some kind of outfit. That's.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're like a teenage boy now.
This is how I look. This is why I came to represent the V-Spot, how I look.
But for 55 minutes, you wore a MTV T-shirt and short and
Bathing
swim
suit.
shorts.
That's how I roll. That's how I roll. I don't want to confuse anybody or mislead anyone.
Should we take any questions before they wrap up, or what?
We should take a few of.
What is the most intimate question we could ask Vinny?
I'll tell you what, I do want to pee.
Get 'em
Is
in
there-
now
Is there
because
somewhere
we're
to
gonna-
pee right here?
We're gonna.
No, that is a hard no.
No.
Okay, well let's get back to. I got some shout outs.
Pop goes back to questions right now. He's ready to.
And do we use all the sound effects the whole time?
Well, I have.
What do you guys have? The fart gun?
I have something I want to end with.
Yes.
I have to
So-
shout out to my.
Okay, well, let
Let
me.
me know
we
when
should get. Yeah, we should get to that
gonna
point.
forget.
we should end it.
Yes.
We should wrap it up.
All right, we're done.
Well, before you wrap it up,
Before, can you hand me that half bottle of Fireball?
yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Did we finish all the booze that was
can
here?
Can I do a shout out? Was that okay? Can I just say something?
It's shout out time.
Yeah, go do your shout outs and let me do mine. It'll take 1 second. And then
All right, I want to say thank you for watching to all our regular customers that come there all the time. Thank you.
Where's that fart gun?
Okay,
Thank you.
Angelo Marzelli, Darren Fernandez, Will Perna, Ben Bush, Eric Chesick. Thanks, guys, for being there when I'm never
Wow, that
there.
was super.
I appreciate that.
Are we invited back on? I need to
Those
know
are
that
my
now
guys.
before I go any
Those
further.
are the guys that make me look good because, as Vinny said, I'm never there. But I'm there more than Vinny. I just want everybody to know that.
True story. Go ahead, Johnny. Finish it up.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Will you hand me my bag, please?
Oh, here comes the picture.
Is this an award?
boxing ring picture?
Is it an
This
award?
is my Coors Light bag. My show is sponsored by Coors Light, so thank you, Coors Light.
This place is a
I do
mess.
appreciate that.
You guys see this? Sam,
So
look at this place. It's a mess.
You took the seat. You gotta
what I
take the
want to do is I want to settle an argument once and for all.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I'm excited.
I'm not pulling out Mr. Winky.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, that's a 6 inches.
You said that your dick is bigger than Frank's. We're gonna settle it right here, right now.
I'm not 100% sure
I better pull this back.
how it's gonna.
Little shorter, Johnny.
I don't need this much.
Maybe I'm not coming back on this show. This is.
We gotta settle it once and for all. We gotta settle it once and for all.
I'm not.
It's so chilly in here. The air's on. No.
I was in the pool.
I don't know what to do with this.
Don't talk. Don't put it in your pants.
No,
Oh, so he's
hey,
ready. He's ready.
I was gonna show. I was gonna show.
Should I pull it back a little bit more?
Well, I mean, this is a family operation. This has to have viewers every week.
Yes.
Let's get back to the business end of it.
That's all I had.
That's all you
I mean,
got.
that's
We lost 5 viewers when he pulled out the tape measure. That's what everybody knows.
We definitely did. We lost.
Mr. Bobby Keller has commented a few
Big
times.
fan is.
Yes.
He said, "Will you stay on the air when they sweep up?" Maybe.
Vinny's sleeping.
Sammy.
He brought all that shit.
It's gonna take 20 minutes to get this thing clean. Keep it going.
Lori Leader says, "Vinny pulled his hair back. Oh no, more than kissing."
It is a super bad hairdo. It's gonna look good. My hair's gonna look good a year from now. That's gonna look good. The next
Well, you gotta
the next
start-
360
you gotta
days are gonna be pretty
You
shit.
gotta start trimming this part. So
Yeah,
it's longer.
yeah.
on top.
I mean, you're tight on the sides,
I'm overgrown.
but you've already really.
I'm overgrown. Yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
You would trim that up?
Tomorrow I go. Yeah, every 3 weeks.
What are you getting cut?
That's
Science.
crazy. Just
High and tight, bro.
Mr. Joe Caviston says,
Oh,
"I've never
love
seen
that.
cleaner menus in the V spot after Vinny cleans them."
Vinny is a fanatic.
Vinny doesn't-
He likes to clean. No,
You
he
know,
does like
you
to-
know, I've
I
always
am
seen
kind-
Jerry
Well, good
Haggerty
thing.
cleans
Good-
them every
good-
Friday.
Where the show's going to 2 hours.
Good thing you like to
Keep
clean
this going.
because
When does Vinny clean the
He
menu?
cleans
I
the-
clean the menus all the
He
time.
cleans the TVs.
this is wet.
Yeah, but I've seen every Friday I come in at 3 o'clock to set up the sound.
This is wet.
Even when I'm not mixing, Jerry Haggerty's there scrubbing those things down. I just want you to know that.
I'm in the shadows, pal.
You're never there.
See
Yeah,
how good
yeah.
he cleans this place up.
That's
Yes.
what I'm saying. Yeah, you better be.
I will live broadcast Vinny vacuuming up all the confetti.
You got shit all over you.
Everywhere.
It's,
I'll tell you what, I thought my pants were going
Vinny,
to buckle. and
there's
they're
been
too tight.
one near your eye the whole
I
time.
can't, look at,
dude.
I can't buckle. I didn't have my wife's pants on. I have no idea. I thought I was going to be all high and
Are
tight.
you an Audi?
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah. I don't know if he's an Audi or if that's his
No,
half-inch
it's
penis.
crazy. It's crazy. I have an innie,
You have 2 dicks.
but it's an Audi.
He's a Hermie, folks.
It's
He's a
a-
Hermie.
Oh,
Vinny 2 dick Archer.
listen, we only came on the show so people would come to the bar.
Now you're scared.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not
we're
gonna
at like
happen
the.
anymore.
I think we're at the point of diminishing returns. I think
Right.
that's where we're at right
Then
now.
we're going to do some shout
This
outs.
feels right.
You did him.
Okay, no, I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead.
Jimmy Callahan, you're doing an awesome thing. Ragu up at Sky Mountain, you're doing an awesome thing. Peter Kelly, you are doing an awesome thing. Tommy Tell, you are doing an awesome thing.
Absolute bullshit.
My mommy, you are doing an awesome thing. And that's what I got for the bar owner
forget me.
stuff. And Frank Lombardo, you pay the bills that get the thrills.
Got it.
I
Donnie
can't
D
believe that those things-
says the V spot rocks. Vinnie, Frank, and everyone there rocks. It's always a bright spot in my week to come and hang out. See what he
Who?
did there?
Who said that?
Donnie D.
Karaoke night.
Oh, we kicked him out a long time ago. Donnie D. Donnie!
Karaoke
Love that
night.
guy. Yeah, love that dude. Just kidding.
And Tom and Noel Snyder said Vinnie is a riot and supports the younger musicians when he can.
I will, as soon as your kid turns 18.
That is
right.
true.
His son is an amazing drummer in an amazing band. But he's gotta get pubic hair before he can play.
It's only 1 year, you know.
Adam Bogdan says
Ooh, Adam Bogdan.
Vinnie should compare feet with someone, or at the very least challenge them to a push-up contest.
I tell you what, I got 20 push-ups in me. I don't know if any of you motherfuck. Oh, my kids are watching. Where's my
You
fart
better be
gun?
in bed.
Where's my?
Bullshit.
I can do more than 20 push-ups.
I don't think you can.
I know I can.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can do 20.
I'll do
beat you.
21.
Sam, is this camera flexible?
Well, we'll end the show doing push-ups.
And then
Well,
we'll go live and do.
That's
You can do more than 20, Matt?
Absolutely.
You can't do 20 man push-ups.
Brad
okay.
Carone.
Maybe you can do 20.
Brad
Move the table.
Carone says what happens at the
Girl
V spot
gym teacher.
stays at the V spot.
That's very
True
true.
story.
That's very true.
That's good to know.
I can't do a push-up. I'll press it over the floor.
Can't be.
Do I have to brush my kids' teeth? Did my wife say
no. You
anything
gotta,
about get home?
you gotta
Yeah, are you
rush your
turning it
kid's
off
kid.
yet? 'Cause I think
Yes.
we're done.
You're ready to end it off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Push-ups or?
Oh, yeah.
Push-ups or
Big
what?
push-up
Ready to
contest.
go?
I'm not ready. I want to stay.
No, ready? No, ready to do push-ups.
Right
I gotta
now?
go to the bathroom.
No,
so
Rich
I'm
got,
not
yeah, I
sure.
got to pee. I'll pee and
Yeah.
push up.
End it, yeah.
You just end it.
Well,
Yeah, we'll do a
Thank you all.
secondary-
Have a great day.
Yeah.
And did I end it? Did I do it?
No, you didn't.
Did we go too long?
well,
A little bit, but
we do want to. Will Perna, who helps out with sound sometimes, says if I believed in an afterlife, it would be the V spot on Burger Night, and I could have free reign of the jukebox.
Oh, that guy.
That's a good
We
compliment.
like him a lot.
That's a good compliment.
He can though. Will.
there's your fart gun,
Just
it's right
turn
there.
the sound system on Burger
put
Night.
that over
You know what to
there?
do. You know what to do.
And
Just tell them I turn the jukebox off.
Well,
You're good.
Sarah Benedict says I think you should have Vinny on all the time. So there's that.
Maybe he can replace Britain. Maybe Vinny could be our replacement for.
Let's
Britain.
wrap. Thank you very much.
Thank you.